Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Shobo. Today is Tuesday, September 20th, 2022. Ollie has brought a mousey, red, white, and green mousey. Ollie wants to play. Go get it. As I throw the little mousey. So just heads up today, going into today's Factorio stream. I am having one of those days where I have already spent a fairly significant amount of time in the bathroom. So just so as we're aware, I may need to take a break at some point if I feel the need. Factorio! Yes, I've done a few things since we last met. Everything's updated. There was an update to Train Supply Manager. And also Kitty Cat. Hi. Hi, Ollie. How are you? How's the boy? Is the boy okay? Is the boy okay? The boy will not be happy come Saturday, because Saturday is his rabies shot day. Yes, Saturday is the day we get to go to the vet with Ollie. Oh boy. We had Dolly this past weekend. We had Dolly this past weekend. Off to the vet. She's healthy. We are working on trying to figure out why she's been vomiting. Rarely, but she has this tendency to vomit, and when she starts, it's usually in bouts of 3, 4, 5 times in a row in various spots around the house. She empties her stomach and then continues to vomit bile. So, or spittles. She spittles. Yes, Ollie, the pretty boy, he wants to play. Ollie's like playful. He's playful right now. Yeah, my big. Yeah, that's teeth. Yeah, that's teeth. That's your teeth. Yeah, that's your claws. That's your claws, huh? Yeah. Hey, no biting. No biting. You want to play. Then I don't have a toy. I don't have a toy for you nearby. Just my hand. All I have is my hand for you. So yeah, she's healthy. Her vomiting has not been affecting her weight or anything. Hey, what are you doing? Ollie? Ollie, that's the camera. Could you not grab the camera, please? Hey, you. Yeah. Am I gonna have to fight with the Ollie now? Ah, so yeah, Dolly's okay. She's fine. She was terrified with the vet visit. Absolutely terrified. As will Ollie be absolutely terrified, I'm sure. She yeah, she doesn't like leaving the house at all. Neither of them like leaving the house. Neither of them like people they don't know entering the house either. They go and they hide forever and ever until after the person has left. So we'll see with Ollie. Pretty sure they're gonna say that he's overweight. Dolly is fine. Ollie is big boy. He's big boy. Yes, he's big, big, too big. Anyway, stuff, things. What did we do last time? We got into utility tech cards last time. I'm trying to remember where we got utility tech cards. Yeah, we got these. We got the things to make these. I I set up initial uranium power, nuclear fuel rod based power. I set up rocket fuel. I set up blue circuits, utility tech cards, production tech cards. Yeah, we set those up as well last time. So both purple and yellow science happened last time. I set up electric engine units and set up flying robot frames so that I could do this off screen between streams. So between streams, I am now with robots. I am using robots now. The robot mall has happened, and it's just a little bit smaller than the main bus. The main bus is dead. It's gone. I have deleted everything, including the starting resources. They are gone. I made absolutely certain to get rid of them. I'm using these advanced roboports through the 248K mod as well, because these things are amazing. These things have a logistics and construction area of 140 by 140, basically the entire screen. It's basically the entire screen that gets covered by the coverage area of these things. It's fantastic. I just need to make sure that I have enough to house all of the robots. So I have that. I have like 2,071 logistics bots on the network and 3,872 construction bots on the network. It's glorious. I'm making everything. I have a whole bunch of intermediates over here. I have a whole bunch of module related stuff over here. A bunch of infrastructure that I won't be able to make quite yet, but it's there for when I can make it. So yeah, just generic, everything that I can make, I am making, as far as I am aware, in terms of like infrastructure stuff and module related stuff. What else have I done off screen? Well, I've sort of shown a couple of things that I have gotten to between streams here. If I can bring up my notes. My notes. I have redone the nuclear setup. So last time we met, I had set up a design that was not making use of the neighbor bonuses on these nuclear reactors. It made absolutely zero use of the neighbor bonus on these. Now I am making essentially full use of the neighbor bonus on all of these nuclear reactors with this particular setup, as Ollie has now left us. He's left. to make noises and get into trouble. So a few notes about this design. I did the math. I did nuclear math. So these nuclear reactors with their 600% neighbor bonus can produce 420 megawatts of power as heat. This setup uses 400 of that 420 of these internal reactors. So I am losing out on, 16 times 20 megawatts. But I don't care about that. Trying to make use of that extra 20 per reactor times 16 is not worth it. It's not worth the extra complexity. So I kept it as simple as I could by setting up in this manner. So all of these are heat exchangers. We've got short 14 length runs of heat pipes on here. Yes, length 14 is enough to maintain the full throughput of power through these heat pipes. I'm pretty sure I did the math correctly on that. I'm pretty sure that for 400, it can be like length 17 on these heat pipes to maintain the throughput of heat for all of the heat exchangers. Now, I do have heat exchangers on each side of these heat pipes coming from each of these reactors. And then I have pipe sharing on here. So every four produces 1,000 steam. So when paired like this, I need these pumps to be able to maintain up to 2,000 steam per second out of these sections. And then the ones on the end, these produce 300 megawatts. I am making full use of that 300 megawatts here. So it's 1, 2, and 3. I'm just combining the ends to be that 1,000 steam. And then each of these lines of turbines is enough to process 1,000 steam per line, which is why I'm going into these storage tanks here. I just pump directly into these tanks so that I can then pump out 2 lines from the one. Oh, Ollie is back, and he has his string. He brought a toy to play with. He brought a toy to play with. His favorite of the toys is felt string. It's not really like string. It's more like a piece of cardboard surrounded in felt. So it's got some rigidity to it, and it had a blue one. I think it also had like an orange and a pink. There were more than just 2, but there are only 2 at this point in time. Hey, you. Bah, bah, bah. He is biter. Ollie is the hunter killer. He is killer and biter. Dolly is a chaser. She chases and bats. Ollie bites and claws with his full strength of claws. So gotta be always careful with Ollie. Yeah, and don't try to take his toys. Don't try to grab the toys. Yeah, my boy. You're laying on top of it. You're laying on top of your toy. You can't play with your toy when you're on top of it. Ah, boy. So yeah, this is a build. This is definitely a build. It took a little while. It's 760 steam turbines. So now, combined with the 1,300 regular steam engines, this is like 990 megawatts. It's 8.59 gigawatts. 8.59 gigawatts for a less than 1 per second of U-235 fuel rods. Now, over here, I've added this off screen. I needed an existent amount of high energy MOX fuel rods, because I'm now running power armor, and I really wanted to make these 248K mod portable nuclear reactors in the mall. I could also make the portable nuclear reactors for trains, for the diesel trains, and it would also work on regular trains, but it would require going to every single one of my trains and replacing 2 of these train electricity generators with 1 of the nuclear generator and then 1 extra turbocharger times all of the trains in my base, all 74 trains in my base. I'm not about to go do that just to get an extra like 35% acceleration on all of my locomotives across the base. That's not going to happen. It is not worth the effort when I'm just going to be changing out the trains anyway. Hello, good morning. I'm just going over some of the things that I've done off screen. In particular, the big one of the nuclear redo that I did off screen, that I said I would redo off screen to make use of the neighbor bonuses on these reactors. So yeah, it went from, what was it, 4 gigawatts or 2 gigawatts? I think it was 4, now to 8.6. It went up a bit. Just a bit it went up. Not making 100% use of these neighbor bonuses. There's still 20 megawatts per internal that I'm not using, per internal reactor that I'm not using. But, I mean, it's just 20 each. I don't care. I do not have the upgraded turbines, but the upgraded turbines would not make use of this steam enough. Yes. So the upgraded turbines is a completely different process, and it uses hotter steam. Yeah, just the 20 megawatts on each of these is fine. It's not worth the effort of the additional complexity that would be required to use that. So, other things that I've done off screen besides the nuclear redo, I have scaled up my, well, let me be clear. I now am using green belts. Now that I have transitioned into the bot base mall, I've produced blue belts. I brought crude oil in to make lubricant, and I went to blue belts and immediately went straight to green. So green belts have double the throughput of the reds that I was using. With that in mind, I have now scaled up my iron ore production to 10 green belts of ore production, which is 600 ore per second mining. 600 ore per second mining. I have scaled the iron to be 8 red belts of iron, which is what is that? 240 iron plates per second. And I have also scaled my steel to process 4 green belts of iron ore into steel. Now, how much steel does this actually make? 48 per second. It's less than 1 green belt still. I would need to add, I think, 1 more belt. I think it's 1 more line of processing, so just 1 more unit here of this, and it would be a green belt of steel. Just haven't gotten around to doing that. And yeah, there's no ore here because it's all stored in this warehouse right now. 87K units of ore stored in the warehouse. So 5 to 1, I'm pretty sure, is the steel ratio. And I have that. I have that to spare. So, yeah, iron and steel. I needed so much iron and steel when doing this transition into the bot-based mall as all of the infrastructure buffers were filling. Once the infrastructure buffers filled, it was fine, and once the belt buffers filled up, because, yeah, these belts use a not insignificant amount of steel. They use a lot of steel, specifically steel gears. Lots of steel gears. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many steel gears because it's every step in the chain that uses gears, pretty much. Outside of the yellow belts and the red belts, the blues use steel, and the greens use steel. And then when I unlock purples that have 90 per second throughput, those will use more steel as well. So it just adds up considerably. Fortunately, I now have enough of that stuff to support my needs. I have also scaled electronic components by adding an additional green belt, 60 per second of electronic components, with full productivity on the line, which this is a lot of buildings. That's 86 buildings times 4 modules each. Yeah, that's a bit. I was very tempted to use beacons on this. I did not end up using the beacons on this. I used them for other things, shall we say. And of course, like silicon here could also get productivity, but I haven't done it. I'm not, yeah, I am missing a few. These inserters are optional. It's just to make sure that I have the full compression on the belt. I just haven't been back here to do this other line. This second line, which, you know, I needed more modules for, I have the level 3 modules to do it now, this bottom line is to replace the existing build, because the existing build makes exactly that amount. It makes 60 on it, but it doesn't have any productivity modules, so what I had planned on doing was replacing this whole thing with this second line. I just haven't gotten around to doing that quite yet. Electronic circuits. I should first start by saying that I have gone over here and I have put down the KI cores 1 and 2 for the 248K beacons. I have placed these down. They are being fed. They are not being fed the most efficient recipes currently that I have access to. I do have access to the recipe for the KI2 core that only uses nuclear ore. I do have that now, the most efficient one, but it completely replaces a different nuclear thing, and it's a little bit difficult to do that transition when you are playing 240 or when you're playing K2 and you take damage from any nuclear material if it's in your inventory. So it's a little hard to clean this up. It's a little hard to clean this up because it's got the U-238 here as an ingredient, and we're gonna have to switch it to ore, just the raw uranium ore for this. Yeah, it's a little annoying. At least with the others, it only changes the numbers. It reduces the amount of wires and crystals. It doesn't change the fact that you just don't need a wire or crystal. So Ollie is left. I can get rid of that for now. Yeah, it's interesting. This will always produce these red science, KI2 science packs. Just as long as it exists, it's going to produce them. And same with the level 3 core, it's always going to produce the yellow version. And that just means that you unlock these techs with time. And that's all I've really done is unlock the techs with time. And because I've been able to unlock these techs after setting that up, it did allow me to unlock Covarex. So now I'm getting U-235 through Covarex processing. I am putting them on the train network. I don't really have much use for them on the train network outside of the processing nuclear waste material into HIMOX rods that get used in the mall occasionally. Will end up using just the wires. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there is a further tech upgrade. Yeah, here that's just the wires rather than the thingy. It's just at the moment when I don't have access to the yellow ones yet, that's where I stop. From here, this. So I have doubled my electronic circuit production again. This is now producing 4 green belts, which is 240 per second of green circuits. 240 per second. And I am making use of beacons for this particular build. It sucks that it's night at the moment. So this is productive and speedy. We've got speed beacons here. These Ki2 beacons are outputting the full effect of 2 speed modules each onto these assembling machines. Did as much sharing as I could on these. It's limited so that it's able to output half of what I need for each one. So 1-to-2 ratio still sort of maintained on here despite the productivity bonuses. And yeah, it's good. It's great. It's great. This is the build here that you're looking at, just without the speed modules assigned to it. So essentially, we are consuming for each one of these 2 units 42.86 wood, 42.86 iron, and 61.23 copper. It's very unfortunate that it's not 60 flat. It's so unfortunate that it's not 60 flat, but it's fine. All it means is just more running 4 belts, basically. Really 3 of the copper, and then individual lines for the iron and the wood for each of these 2. So yeah, that's fantastic. That's one of my uses of beacons. Also at the nuclear fuel rods, the U-235 fuel rods, I have adjusted this to use Covarex for the 235 that it needs, and it's making use of beacons on the standard nuclear processing recipes. So this is now producing 1 fuel rod per second. Not like I'm even remotely using that much, but hey, there we go. I have also set up crushed lead right in here. As it turns out, with lead, the vast majority of the lead usage is going to be in closed-loop cooling systems, where you won't really need to be inputting any additional lead. It is essentially a catalyst. So, I'm not providing this on the train network as of yet. When I need to hold on to some crushed lead to fill the pipes, as it were, with this lead coolant, I will go and I will pick up some crushed lead. I took the opportunity while I was out here producing this lead to increase the amount of gold that I'm producing, because I am going to need a lot of gold as we go forward. So I have made a bit more gold out of my rich water production, remembering that I had an excess 750 per second of rich water. I decided to make use of that on the gold rather than on the lead, and I am using the Stokes modules on these for productivity. So there we go. I will need even more gold, but at the end of the day today, I will be able to transition to the ingot process, which will double the output. I think it's double. It might be 50%. I don't remember exactly. How am I doing rich water? Well, see, I've got a build that makes 1,000 per second, and I have 3 of it. So it is crushing stone, crushing coal, producing local caustic solution with local hydrofluoric acid that's making the fluorite through cycled dirty water. This process makes more dirty water than you need to produce the hydrofluoric acid for the caustic solution. It's also a closed loop system on the empty canisters for the caustic solution. So you just loop the canisters in here, and you can offset the majority of your sulfuric acid by reprocessing the acidic water into sulfuric acid. It doesn't actually require all that much sulfuric acid to do this process when you're processing the acid water out. So it's a very long chain. It's a pretty complex chain. Once you've set it up, you're good. Just copy paste several times, as I have done there. We did that a little while back. Okay, I've talked about almost everything at this point. The only thing left to mention, I'm not bringing in canisters now. I am not. It is a closed loop system. I bring them in manually and throw them in a box. No, it does not. It is a closed system. It is a closed loop system. I have it here in Hellmod. Hellmod would tell me if it was not a closed loop system. Oh, right. So I've looked into things with Hellmod, and yeah, these Gauss modules break the laws of thermodynamics. So once I have access to Gauss modules, I won't have to worry ever about losing empty canisters because it will produce them out of nothing. Because this will just output excess empty canisters for me once I get access to the Gauss modules. But yeah, it is closed. If I get rid of all these Gauss modules, it would show that it would be equal amounts. I don't need an input on these. For this system, for nuclear reprocessing is, you do need to add canisters in, again, until you get Gauss modules, if you can even use them on that setup. But yeah, to make like the high MOX fuel rods, it's a 5% loss, so you need to bring some in to maintain them constantly. So yeah, the last things I think to mention are that I am now mining mineral water. I am mining mineral water, and it is provided onto the train network. And I am now mining Immersite ore, and it is provided onto the train network. Oh yeah, there is one more thing I didn't mention. I am making the carbon fiber reinforced plastic. Carbon fiber reinforced plastic is basically just coal and plastic and petroleum. It's coal, plastic, and petroleum. That's it. That's all. So I did that off screen, just like I did the natural fiber reinforced plastic off screen, because it's basically the same thing as the fiberglass reinforced plastic. In fact, it is simpler than the fiberglass reinforced plastic. The only neat thing here is that it is a 3-to-1 ratio between the crushing facilities and the fiber makers. So what I've done here is I've set up like mirrored from each pair of fiber makers. So we've got 2 on top and 1 on bottom, and then 2 on bottom, 1 on top here, and then repeated for as many as I need of these fiber makers. as we've gone along. And then I needed like half on the end. So it ends up looking neat and orderly on here. And that just goes into these compound material factories to make our carbon fiber reinforced plastic. Yeah, they use a lot of power, but guess what? I've got 8.6 gigs to work with for now. So, mineral water, the internal fluid box on the pump jacks is 100 units. The internal fluid box is 100 units, so each cycle can only produce 100 units of water at a time. So, what that means with a mining speed of 4 is that that's 400 units per cycle. Now, there is a plus 30% productivity bonus here. I'm pretty sure that the productivity tick is lost if it happens on the same cycle as a normal cycle tick. I'm pretty sure that it's lost. So, what I have here is 7 of these. So it's, 7 times 400 per second of throughput of mineral water. Can you use the FMF pipes? What's FMF? Fluid must flow? The, ducts? I mean, sure, maybe. I haven't actually used the ducts yet. I've made some. I'm producing ducts. I just haven't had, much reason to use them. Where are the... so this uses mining productivity on pump jacks. It's 30% mining productivity. I don't need productivity modules on here because of that, and I'm pretty sure it just gets lost anyway. Whenever a productivity tick happens at the same time as a normal tick of the recipe. When it's offset, yes, you get that bonus, but when it's at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's lost because it's trying to put 200 units into a 100 unit buffer and the rest is lost. But anyway, so that's the water. I am getting more than I am getting about 2,000 units from these 2 pumps here. Yeah, the mining productivity works on all pump jacks and on all mines. Speaking of all mines, the quarry drill on an Immersite node. This has 1 billion units of ore on this node, of course, because that's the highest amount you can have in a single node, is 1 billion units. This is surrounded by speed modules, and it has 30% mining productivity. Yeah, and resource density precludes the need for productivity just in general, extra productivity in general. This thing is moving at a mining speed of 320 per second. There is a 200% mining time on these nodes. I can show you a node for Immersite. Mining time of 200% halves that crafting speed effectively. So rather than 320, it is in fact 160 per second. But that gets multiplied by 1.3 for an effective value of 208. And that is exactly how much I'm getting out of this. I am getting 208 out of this building. If I go over to this building and I click on it, actual craft time, the mod, actual craft time, is going to tell me that I am not getting 208 per second from this mine. Because normally, buildings are limited to a crafting speed of once per tick, or 60 not, you know, 320 or half of 320, not 160 times. But yeah, a little while back, the developers updated how the game handles mining, specifically, when the mining speed is greater than the tick rate. The game actually adjusts the output of ore so that you maintain the actual throughput that you're supposed to get with the higher mining speed. So even though it's only processing once per tick, you're getting multiple units of ore for each cycle, that it processes. So you are actually able to maintain 208 rather than 108 on here. At least that's as far as I understand how it works now. And it's just something that I bring up every playthrough that I do this in, where I have a mine that is operating faster than the tick rate, just to show that, hey, yes, it actually does work this way, and I can prove that it works this way. If I add a 5th line of green belts on here, it'll start to empty this building, and if I take away that 5th belt, it'll actually start to increase a little bit. Or if I take this 4th belt away, I think something along those lines. This is 4 times 60, so I think it's if I bring it down to 3 lanes, it will fill this container. But if I have the 4th lane, it'll actually start to empty container. So you know that it's between 180 and 240, and it happens to just be 208. So yeah, just one of those things. Actual craft time has not been updated to reflect the fact that mines actually do output at their full rate when their mining speed is greater than 60. That is a thing that happens. So don't always put blind trust into actual craft time. Sometimes it is in fact wrong. Okay, I believe that covers absolutely everything between Thursday's stream and this stream. I talked about the bot mall, I redid the nuclear, scaled the iron ore, scaled the steel, scaled the iron plates, scaled the electronic components and the electronic circuits, made a carbon fiber reinforced plastic factory, made the beacon factory, did Immersite mining at 208, mineral water mining at about 2,000 per second. The U-235 fuel rods are being made through Covarex processing now, and beacons, and I'm getting U-235, the item, through Covarex on the train network at U-238, and I have the high energy MOX fuel rods for use at the mall. Those are the main points going into today. So we have a few things that I wanted to do today. We're going to go straight into rocket launches for making optimization tech cards. That is going to be our step 1 going into today. And since I've now made accumulators and I've made rocket silos, there's honestly not much else that I need to do. And I am going to set this up on the train network, and I am going to provide it through a supply station at the mall. And I'm going to have one train, and the station that I do it is going to be a supply station and not a regular train station, because I haven't ever really shown this before with Train Supply Manager. You can totally have your supply station be the depot that it sits and waits at. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I need to find my thingy here. Oh yeah, did I need to do the magnets first? I don't think so. Yeah, we're gonna do the magnets after the optimization deck cards. Yeah, we're gonna start with these today, so I'm just gonna reorder everything that I need to do here. So basically everything up to Matter Tech cards. So from here through Matter Tech cards is the agenda going forward, as much as we can do each stream until we get through Matter Tech cards. We need to get through optimization tech cards. We need military tech cards so that I can get laser turrets. I will then make titanium metal composite. I will need to do magnets. I will need to do Immersite processing into crystals and powder. I will need to make AI cores, which will involve high energy crystals, which will involve liquid coolant cycling. I will need to make Krastorio lithium, which, as it turns out, there is compatibility with 248K in that you can just convert your 248K lithium into Krastorio lithium. They just convert one to the other. Like, okay, so why didn't you just change the name of one of these? Like, oh my goodness, they at least thought about it a little bit. Of course, then magnets, which is another lead closed loop cycle system. Fusion tech, which is not an actual tech, but an item used to make tech and to make modules and to make things that make modules and to make KI3 energy. So it's used for quite a lot of stuff. I'm actually probably going to need more than 15 per second on these guys. And yeah, I'm going to want to do that productively. Thanks. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun with a capital FU. Then Matter Tech cards. It's basically just throwing everything previously together to make these Matter Tech cards. And that will be that. So starting off optimization tech cards here. What are the things that I have at the mall already? I think I need to bring the carbon fiber reinforced plastic, or do I already have that here? I'm pretty sure I already have that here now. So I've got LDS coming here. I need to bring in the rocket fuel. I've got processing units. I'm making radars. I'm bringing in the carbon fiber reinforced plastic. I'm making speed modules. I'm bringing in iron. I am making batteries. I am bringing in glass. I am making silicon, actually, at the mall. Bringing in the quartz for that. I'm bringing in steel, bringing in electronics circuits. I'm bringing in the aluminium ceramic composite. And I've got copper cable production here. So really, I only need to bring in rocket fuel. And then I can just make tech cards. You know, I can just make them. The only issue here is this number right here. The only little niggling issue is this number right here. That is a number. That is 92. 92. Oh, right. There's a problem here. I did not do this. Like, duh. Like, duh. Okay. That was, slight oversight, but hey, I saw it before I built it. Now we're accurate. That is still a heck of a number. So I'm probably going to use modules for this. Beacons. Speaking of beacons, I can only add 52 at the moment. Only 52 more allowed. I don't know if that's in total or just on this one channel. Uncertain about that. I would hope that it's channel-based, but I don't know. Might be grand total. Okay, am I bringing anything in you? Yes, that's the electric engine unit thing. So you are going to be rocket fuel. Bring me rocket fuel. There was an issue at rocket fuel, by the way, that I did fix. It was brought up in a comment. I had not done the pipes correctly on the heavy oil cracking. It left out every other building on the heavy oil cracking on rocket fuel production here. Yeah, so this was 1 tile short on each of these. So yeah, it left out a little bit of the cracking. It did not mean that I had half of my production of the rocket fuel, but it did mean that I had a little bit less than the 15 that I had planned. So, with the rocket fuel, that means I can officially make satellites. Just gotta go to a spot on here to set up the satellites. If I can remember which tab satellites fall under. There you are. Bring me the everything for those. We'll work on the rocket control units section here, because this is gonna be large. All right, you. Oh yeah, I do have stack inserters now. I have access to them. I carry them around. I just don't have it on my hotbar at the moment, because I don't really need to use them for anything outside the mall. My robots, Constructobots, will bring those. Alright, so what is the speed? One of these makes 1.36. That's so close! Oh my god, that's so close to what I need. I'm pretty sure I can just have the 2 of them like that. I'm pretty sure just the 2 of them like that would be enough. 1.63, or 1.36, excuse me, plus 0.61, that alone is enough, and it's actually more beacons than I need. So I'll just keep it as is. And 66 has become 2. Through the power of bacon. Well, that's nice, right? From 66 to 2! Alright, and now we can just plonk down a couple of these guys. Have the bots do it, because why not? And then I need 8 of these guys. Oh yeah, power's always nice. Auto launch with cargo. I need to set up come on, place it. Thank you. No, you're getting a bunch of. Alright, stack size on LDS is much larger than base, which is quite nice. Oh yeah, there's this GPS satellite thing that I'll have to launch at some point as well. You know, just those things. Different satellites will need to be launched. So this is going to give me the space research data. Do I not have quantum computers? What am I missing? Is this the thing that needed the... Oh, they need the AI cores. Okay. Right. So I will need to go and make AI cores, which means processing Immersite first. And does that need the titanium metal composite for anything? I don't think so. Yes, I do need the laser facility. Huh. Okay. Well, new plan. That's plasma facility. Magnetizing laser. Yeah, so that's gonna need titanium metal composite and laser turrets. Okay. New plan. We are launching the rockets at first here, but in order to actually make the science, I am going to have to move on to do military tech, so I can make the doohickeys. I know that's very, very specific of me. So that I can make some wonderful stuffs. Also, I run now. I run fairly quick because of power armor with 1 advanced exoskeleton. You would not believe how frustrating it is that this portable nuclear reactor is a 3x3, and power armor will only allow 1 advanced exoskeleton in here with a portable nuclear reactor. You would not believe how frustrating it is that I can only fit 1 of these exoskeletons on here at the moment. That, oh god, that sucks so much. I'm not happy about that. We are going to need to make Mark 1 or Mark 2 power armor, excuse me, and higher. Which, you know, mill science, that'll get us there. Now, this is the mill science recipe as it is in peaceful mode. Normally, you're going to have, like, biter creep for this stuff, but because I'm not running biters, we don't need it. Let's see, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did pre-build this train station so we can go a little bit faster today. Didn't build all the ones that I'll end up needing, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Alright, 1 of these. 2 of these. 2 of these. 1 of these. I'll work on the spacing as we go. Five of those. 18 of these. Wow. That's 17? Yeah. Whoops. There we go. And then the blank tech cards, I've got a thing I can copy for those over at the thingy here. Grab you. You just need to be updated with the most recent belt. There we go. Oh, you also need the most recent productivity modules. Now, 2.8. 2. Yeah, that's enough. I do think that's enough. That's more than enough, really, so I can essentially get rid of this in its entirety and live with this. Yeah, so this is iron plus copper on that line. Iron plus copper. I'm just gonna put that there, I think. We'll move everything else up a bit. And as I said, we're gonna be constantly adjusting the spacing on this. Oh, right, every one of these can go. Our copper at mill tech cards. Our iron at mill tech cards. Our coal at mill tech cards. Did not need that extra S. Our stone brick at mill tech cards and our electronic components at mill tech cards. Why these need electronic components, I do not know. But, oh well. Just gotta deal with it. It's a really small amount for the, like, 3 per second that I'm making here. Oh yeah, also. Very, very, very long underground length on these. They have an underground length of 30, which is fantastic. Always, always very happy with that. Yeah? Coal in here. There we go. That is that. And then that's probably just going to be like a in and out. Would like that to be 1 tile down. Okay, that takes all 3 of these, so actually I can do this way. That's very low throughput. Okay, I can combine something with you. And that needs to go down 1 whole tile. Alright, then what I add here does not matter between the 2 things I need. So this will be the electronic components. And then the stone bricks. There we go. I could tighten this up a little bit, bring this whole thing up a bit, or this down, but I don't really care about that at this point. I have the minimum spacing that I need. It's now just inserters on all of this mess and get it into a train, and then we'll be good. Ta-da. Ta-da. Yeah, I have substations now. I should probably use them. Probably. They're a lot easier to work with because they're, you know, massive. Ta-da! Copper plate. Iron plate. Coal. Stone brick. I'm gonna have to go and update my stone bricks at some point, because I'm only making a yellow belt of them. And I'm not using the electric furnaces either. So I need to go and do that. I think there's somewhere else I'm still using electric furnaces as well. I know that I updated my coke to using the electric furnaces. I have done this update. 2 level 3 productivity modules are not quite worth it, to be honest. Especially when I know that there are furnaces coming that have 4 module slots. I'd rather use the furnaces that have 4 module slots for productivity gains. It just doesn't decrease the input enough for my desired outputs. I also have advanced radars now, thanks to the power of them all. These things have, if you look at the mini-map, these things cover an area that is a bit larger than the coverage of the mini-map in the corner. They cover a lot with their active zone. So you can pretty much see where I have the advanced ones versus the regular ones. Yeah, there's a bit of a difference there, and a little bit of a difference there in how much is revealed. It's not that many extra chunks, but it's good enough, and they go very fast for being the just n extra megawatt of consumption. These are 2. I think the basic ones are 1. All right, these are moving. Are these getting the throughputs that they need is the question. I believe so. Although I don't know why these guys don't have their SMGs and grenades yet. Guess it's just filling the internal buffers. That's the thing. Yeah, it's just the time it takes to fill the internal buffers, pretty sure. But we are making our mill tech now. That's pretty nice. Put down our locomotive. Grab some fuel. Give it its modules. And then I have to name the stations. Supply military tech cards. Depot military tech cards. Supply. Depot full cargo. Circuit ignition, and I've realized I've made a terrible mistake. I was not around for the first rocket launches. I haven't shown the rockets launch. That's a horrible mistake. They have launched. They have each launched once thus far. Oh well. He's fine. They are launching. We are launching rockets. That is not how we beat the game, though. Unfortunately. Alright. So that is military tech cards. I have to assign that now. And then I think that my science... Yeah, I have a requester for military tech cards already out there, so I don't actually need to physically go out there. As long as I can find our MTC in this list, yeah, our MTC at science, I can just assign it to be military tech cards. And once the train is ready, it will go. You don't need to physically be at the location. Huzzah, we've got Miltech. I need to focus on getting into laser turrets. I guess I need to get into Mill 4? I need to get to Mill 4 so I can unlock Power Armor Mark II. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I can make the Mark II Power Armor, and then I can move faster. Bioprocessing, unfortunately, we are not going to be able to do at all because you need the biolab to make the biomass, and I cannot get the biomass because I don't have biters. Yeah, no, just one of those things. This is how you can automate military science when you're running with biters, because you collect the creep to get the biomass from the biters in the first place, and that's how you'll be able to make a lab, and then you can make more biomass yourself without having to go out and manually kill biters by getting this tech. But in peaceful mode, this tech is not of any use. Very unfortunate, and none of the other techs are going to be worthwhile. Like, they're not going to be relevant. Basically, nothing else is relevant in this entire military tech tree. So it's like, oh yeah, we went and we've made mill tech. How much mill science are we going to do? 2 whole techs. Really 4 techs that absolutely need it. There'll probably be more as we go along that will end up needing it, but for now, that's what I want anyway. So that's going to go. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to start delivering already. That's 120 something tech cards. That should be enough, I think, with the productivity modules on the labs to unlock the laser turret. It's either that or it's really close. Like, what's the productivity on here right now? It's 20%. So if I have 120, it's just short. That sucks. That's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to manually tell it to go again. Oh well. So the next factory is going to need to be this. Go ahead and pin that. I need compound material factories. And I need chem plants. Oh, I have chem plants. I have chem plants? I have chem plants. Okay. Great. I need boilers. I'm pretty sure I have boilers. Yes, I have boilers. Okay. Now, this uses a ton of titanium, so I'm not going to make that much at the start here until after I can make the, until after I can make ingot factories. I need to be able to make ingot factories so I can do the ingot processing, which will increase the efficiency of the production of titanium and neodymium and gold. So I have the ingot recipes now, I do have the ingot recipes, but you need the ingot factory, and you need to like process slag. It produces 175, or it needs 175 molten per ingot. So we get 30 out of 750 here, but if we do through the ingots, to get 30, you need 656.3. And they use Stokes modules on them. So you can actually get 30 out of 468, but each step in the line can take Stokes modules. So actually, we more than have the amount of, or we about have, no more. It was 750. Yeah, we more than have the amount of rich water. So, with the Stokes modules, compared to what I'm currently doing, which doesn't use the productivity on it, I could continue to use 750, or about 750, but I can get double the output for my rich water and still not be using all of it currently, compared to currently. So this is what I will do. It's just we need to make the ingot factory. And the problem with the ingot factory is that we need this stuff that we're about to make now. We need titanium metal composite. Okay, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3 inputs. Oh yeah, so it stopped at 98%. Isn't that glorious? Don't you just love when that happens? Oh. Yeah, don't you just love when your tech stops at 98%? Okay, good. It actually did the full tech. That's very nice. Alright, so what I'm going to do because of that is I'm going to grab an assembling machine. Ah, God, this is going to be difficult. Because I'm not carrying around any requester chests. Oh, that sucks. I think I have to go physically back. So what I can do is I can assign a spot for laser turrets, but I can't assign it to the recipe. I can't assign it to the requester chest without having a requester chest physically here. So maybe that is telling me, hey, I should carry requester chests on me. At bare minimum, the requester chests. I don't know about the provider chests. Maybe I should carry those too, but... yeah. It allows me to remotely add things to my mall using the copy-paste system, because I can copy-paste a assignment on a requester chest to a different requester chest, but I can't, like, reach the chest to paste a recipe into it. It's like, really? Okay, let's get this done. That should be 9. Yep. Whoops. Bah. Okay, coal. You can actually just bring it on in. Steam is going to be used straight across into you. This is going to make metal foam out of aluminium. And then our titanium. Supply titanium composite. It's titanium metal composite, but whatever. Titanium composite. There we go. Hey, it's working on power armor now. I guess we're making our 3 per second finally. Yeah, it's delivering. Delivering glorious military science. Alright, bring me my stuffs. You and you. Doink, doink. One tile higher, please, at least. And down we go. Okay. That's done. Where are they? There they are. Supply, depot, full cargo, circuit condition, auto magic. I mean, I could just take the remaining techs that are available to me just to clear them. You know, just for the halibut. Define the source priority. What tab are you under? Is it fusion stage, I think? Yeah, you are under fusion now. Okay, that's done. Let's get back to the mall so I can actually produce these laser turrets. And I need to be able to bring in M titanium composite. Those two things unlock several things for me. The next thing I'm going to do, though, while the stuff is being built, while laser facilities are building, cough cough, wink wink nudge nudge, is I am going to go ahead and make the Immersite, process the Immersite. So that's our next factory, while we're waiting for other factories. Alright, you, Gib, stuffs. Very, very easy stuffs to make those laser turrets. And then I can just go in here and be like, oh hey, M titanium composite, yeah, you. Can I hit the C buttons any... No, still can't do that. That's just great. Whilst I am here, I've got this little thing. How many slots are you? Okay, I can take you off now. I need electric engine units, LDS, and level 2 speed and efficiency modules. Okay. Level 2 speed and efficiency. Well, I've got the speed. I don't have the efficiency. That's getting crafted, so I'm gonna have to put that as a request for the efficiency modules, because the bots will deliver to me with priority. So as these get made, they'll prioritize giving it to me rather than to the efficiency 3 modules. I've got a few of them. Yeah, I've got a few of those. Now let's see, have we launched twice each now? Yes, we have launched twice each now. Limited only by the production of the rocket control units. That's actually lovely. Yeah, see, they're already giving me... I've got 7 of them. Now, what else? It's just the LDS and electric engine units. 40 electric engine units, wow. Alright, something around here has to use those. Ah, there we go. And then just the LDS, which I'm trying to think what consumes LDS you do. Alright, so as soon as I get 25 of these efficiency modules, I can upgrade my power armor to Mark II. Oh great, I need another inventory space. Is there something excess in here? Quarry drills. I don't need to carry any more of those around. Yeah. Yeah, because I need to get those out of the inventory so I can move them to the new inventory, the new and improved Power Armor Mark II. We just need 6 more efficiency modules. Could you hurry it up, please? Could you hurry it up, please? There we go. I have enough. Build the thing. Get rid of those things. And that's going to give me 30 slots? Yeah. Huzzah! Stuff things. Put that in there. And then I can fit so many more advanced exoskeletons. I'm so happy. That's very good. Now, where am I making those? Here. Alright, so give me some of those. Give me that. Alright, so I can get 2 of these reactors in, and now I can have 4 of these. Oh, thank God. Okay. So each one of these makes 600. Each one of these uses 300. So, there we go. Now we're moving faster than the car. Ahem. Now we go a little bit faster than before. We be zooming now. Okay. Buildings for Immersite processing. Oh god, that's a few buildings. I already have a quarry drill, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, atmospheric condensers. All of them. 100? Where's summary? Summary. 100 of those. Crushers. A bunch of those. Chem plants. Oh god, that's a lot of chem plants. How many more do I have here? Not. Okay, I don't even have 360 of them built at this point. It's actually more than that. I need 384. You know, that's my whole inventory of stuff. I'm just gonna put that back down to 10. I'm gonna put a bunch in my car, my train, and I'm leaving. I'm going back. I'm going here. Hello, here. A little bit of a distance for the train to cover, but it's fine. It'll work out. Okay. Question is, what? Oh, right. You know, it would help if that had water. It's a good thing I move quick. Yeah, that would help a lot. Yeah, that helps. Here I was thinking that this composite was, you know, moving, and it wasn't. We are halfway through the stream. Oh boy, that's okay. Halfway. I should take a break. Especially since we're now about to work on something a little bit more complex here with Immersite making nitric acid and all that. So I think that I will. It's so nice being able to move this quickly. Oh god. Yeah, brief break, a few minutes, get up, stretch the legs, all that wonderful stuff. I will be back very shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. I've got Ollie. Ollie is here. He wanted to get into the lap, I think. I think he wants lap time. Ollie? Is that what you want? But the microphone is in the way. The microphone is in the way of the great big kitty. Yeah, microphone's in the way. You're too big. You're too big, huh? Yeah. That's the boy. That's that Ollie. So, Immersite. Huzzah. Something new. Something different. That's not right. Okay, how do I want to actually do this? Because... I could just do 2 lines that are 50 long. Just like that. I could do that, and I move fast enough now where this is actually viable. That's the most shocking thing, is that this is now viable because I don't have to wait forever for my move speed. I do not have enough pipes, I think, for all of this. Gosh, I think I'm so fast I could outrun my nanobots. That's a mildly disturbing thought. There we go. I actually had enough pipe. I'm shocked. Ta-da! Power. Oh, goodness me. Hello, and goodbye. I am going to be bringing in hydrogen by train. So let me actually have a look at this. I'm going to need to scale my red metals, aren't I? Oh boy, this needs 3 fluid input stations. Okay. 2 solids and 3 fluids. 1, 2, 3. Yes, these do have a little bit bigger spacing on purpose. Whoops. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Doink, doink, doink. All right, that is the train station. Ta-da, thank you for nitrogen. Oh, you're not you. Oh, I used all of my speed modules. I see. Ahem. Yes, I understand now. Yes, I used all of them. Every last one of them. For this array. I carry around 200. I used 200. That's the neatest part about this. See, this is using 360 chemical plants with 3 speed modules each. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that is those. Oh, right. This is 1 to 1. And these need no inputs, but this needs extra inputs. Oh, okay, so I can't just easily work on this, work this out, whatever. There we go. If I offset, don't think that works. No, that doesn't quite work. So, either way, I think I'm doing this. There we go. And then I'm doing this. And then this way, for the solid input, it's just run the line down. Input, input. Ta-da. Okay, that's that one. And then somehow 60 crushers to 360 chem plants. That's a 1 to 6 ratio. Am I mistake that yeah. That's a 1 to 6. Right? Oh, I did not break down the sand. I knew I would forget something in here. Or did I break down? Did I break? Oh, it produces sand. Okay. That makes it tougher. Because I have to kill the sand. Hey, Ollie. Hey, big boy. I need to, crush the sand. Humma. Humma. I can't have these spaced like this. So, in an ideal world, I would be able to do something like this. Now, I am able to filter out specifically the Immersite powder. Where's the powder? Powder? Powder. Yeah, I am able to specifically filter out the powder versus the sand. The problem is that voiding the sand, I can do that in an item handling facility. That handles 10 per second per item handling facility. So when one makes 3, when one makes 3 per second, that means I can use one that is shared every other So scaling this. That is the unit that then gets repeated, 30 more times, or 30 total times as the standard unit. But it still needs an input. God. Shift this up a tile. The input Immersite. It'll be 2 sets of 30, I think, on here, because, 30 is going to be 60 throughput. I can unlock Spidertron. Okay. Lots of tech. So this is 180. Oh, right, that's 3. What am I thinking? So this would be 20. Sets of 20. Because I only have 1, 2... Technically, I have more lines. I can fit 3 lines in here. If I wanted to just have, like, one really long line of stuff going in here through, like, the full 60 all in one setup. The one problem with this is the output. I don't have the output yet. So output can just be like this on each side. And it would work out fine. That's just a lot of inserters, frankly. Long-headed inserters. Okay, we're not quite done because I need to, have input shenanigans like so. And also running the other 2 lines in from here, ending this after every 20 sets, etc., etc. And that is probably gonna be that. Oh god, and then it all needs power. Let's not forget about the power! Yeah, I do need to filter the sand as well, before I forget. Sand needs filters on all of these. There we go. Yeah, can't forget to filter sand. That would have been bad. Oh gosh. So... that's 20. And that's where I need to decide whether or not I want to do this 3 times. Did I change the number of bots in a charge of nanobots constructors? Huh? What do you mean? It's 10 ammo per construction bot. I don't think that's something that you can change. It's 10 for construction, 20 for termite. I don't think that's something you can change. No, I'm pretty sure that's default in the startup settings. For nanobots, there's no entry for nanobots in startup settings. So it's not in startup settings. There's no entry for nanobots here. Then map. Nanobots. This is not. None of these refer to. None of these refer to the amount of ammo. None of this is ammo related. This is the how often in ticks to search for orders. This is the number of entities queued in each cycle, which is defined here, how often in ticks. So that's the equipment rate. So every equipment cycle, 20 ticks, every 20 ticks, it does a cycle and it will queue up 300 items, is how I have it set now. And then ticks between queue cycles. So it does a queue and it's 6 ticks between items in the queue. So the lower the better, but also the more performance that it uses. Its default is 12,160. This affects speed. This helps make it faster. And then the other stuff is like RoboPort related stuff, because you can have that ammo get used in logistic systems, etc. But yeah, that's not affecting ammo. So power. Does that actually work out? I don't like that. I don't like that. But I'll take it. It's simple. Oh. It's simple. It's broken. It doesn't work. Substation 2s would work, but not Substation 1s. Not with this positioning. The wire doesn't reach across. Oh well. That would have been very convenient. That would have been convenient because it... Oh, you know what? No, it's not convenient because I need to have 2 anyway. I really don't like the idea of using 4 of these. And... Ooh, no. God, I hate that. I hate that behavior so much. Can I just rant a little bit? Under no circumstances do I want my power poles to override a ghost entity. Under no circumstances do I ever wish for the auto placement of power poles to override a ghost entity. That is the dumbest thing. That is so bad. Shift click? Why do I have to shift click? Why do I have to shift click? I shouldn't have to shift click. Gosh, I see that it... So, what this means is that the ability is there. They just don't... they just don't have it enabled. Like, huh? So the code is there for it to behave that way, and yet it doesn't. Really? So you're saying they have the code already done, huh? So it can avoid the entity ghosts, they just don't let it. So then this gets multiplied by 2 more. Oh god. Oh god. At least I can share this belt, right? As long as I keep the alignment. So I have to decide, actually, do I really want 30 per second? Like, do I really? Because I will need powder as powder. But you know what? I'll make the powder when I need the powder. Get rid of those requests. And yeah, I need a bunch of those. And I need a lot more you. Huh? 30 per second of what? Of Immersite crystals. I have... This entire build makes 30 Immersite crystals. It's like, do I really need the 30 now? Is the question. I mean, do I really need the Immersite powder now? No. I mean, do I even need the powder, period, is the real question here. I mean, I know there's plates. I will need it for the plates. Huh? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. All right, bots, do your thing. I need a bit of stuff. I need a bit of stuff for this, and I need to do it quickly too, because you know, clock's a ticking. I need to get into AI cores. I need the AI cores so that I can then do the optimization tech cards. I think that's the last thing to get optimization tech. I'm launching the rockets. That's happening, and I just need the quantum computer, which needs AI cores, which needs Immersite, which also needs the high energy crystals, which need the laser buildings, which needed laser turrets. Yeah, you know, just a few things. I get speed on you. Oh yeah, and I need like infinity pipes, so I think I'm gonna... Oh god, I need infinity pipes. Whoa, okay. We're gonna let this particular part build. And then I have to, like... I'm gonna finish placing what I have in my inventory. But I'm already out of everything. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're gonna request 1,000 to you. How many pipe to grounds? Oh boy, that's 1.4k. It's a few. How much regular pipe? Oh yeah, 1,000. Of course. Of course, it's the same amount. Everything. All right then. Okay then. back we go to the mall. I didn't really intend on building out that whole thing all at once, all together like this. Maybe that first line is where I should have stopped it, but oh well. Are you? Yes. Huh. Are you? Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That is so nice. Okay. Why are you... Oh, you're not... Bleh. You're not actually building that yet. What do you need? Oh, you need magnets. Okay. So this is for the Mark III quarry, or the level 3 quarry. I would like to have that for the infinity amount of stone that we need across the entire base to get it more efficiently. Okay. Doing this process is significantly better. This process is significantly better for power versus mining drills. This is what I currently have, is 900 per second on stone across the base mining. But I could replace the entire thing with this at very cheap cost. And it's only 45 stone quarry 3s. So I would like to get up to that. But I did note that I have officially made the A, the ingot factories, B, the laser facilities. Those are starting to be made. Yeah, all these more advanced buildings are now being made. That is going to get vastly limited. Thanks. Pretty sure all of these should be like very, very, very limited. Yeah. And what do you need? Magnets? And you're a research fuser. I need that for the fusion science stuff. Tech. Alright, go down to this. Name this supply Immersite crystals. Depot Immersite crystals. Guess I'm gonna go into these other factory locations for our next stuffs. By the way, how much power are we using? 2.6 gigs. Okay, good. Good to see. Gib pipes. Glorious pipes. Okay, that's nice. Keep on going. I'm still gonna need more speed modules. I still don't have enough of those. Alright, that's 2 lines done. I didn't have enough pipe to ground. I definitely don't have enough inserters. We got most of the inserters. I think one more trip. I think we're good. I am going to need more than 200 pipe to ground, though, so I will increase that to 4. I have placed all of the chem plants, so that is nice. I can bring that back down to 10. Get back over there. We're almost done with this build. My god. I just... I despise this build, the Immersite crystal setups. I just it's way too big. It will be so much smaller when I get like infinity beacon action going. Like this clearly is designed around the concept of you beaconing speed. It's very clear that it is 100% intended for you to have speed beacons on this. The whole build changes once I get access to advanced chemical plants. And when I get to use like Gauss modules in those advanced chemical plants, things do change quite a lot. Like I didn't really see a reason, a good like compelling reason to use productivity modules in this chain. It's possible you can do it. It's just even bigger. And yeah, I'm not going to use vanilla beacons for that. I'm just not, because yeah, this whole KI beacon stuff, all the KI beacon stuff, that is additional. That is an additional mechanic. You can totally just make regular beacons and use regular beacons across your entire base. That is a valid option. And then Krastorio has singularity beacons that I believe they're 2x2, right? Singularity beacons. I forget how many slots they have. Whether it's still, if it's 3 or if it's 4 or what. I forget exactly how many slots on the singularity beacons, but they're 2x2, so you can fit them literally everywhere in extremely high density. And they are very, very powerful. They're not as powerful as the KI3 beacons, which are massive, by the way. KI3 beacons are absolutely gargantuan in size. I can show you. They are, yeah, they're a little on the large end versus the twos. The twos are more, are they slightly larger than, or are they, yeah, these are the same, I think, as regular beacons in terms of size. Oh, look, I need loaders. I need a lot of loaders. Oh gosh, I did not think about how many loaders I was using. How many more loaders do I need? Another 180. So I was actually thinking, like, these KI2 beacons, they transmit 3 modules, which is a lot better than a standard beacon for its size, but yeah, you can use regular ones still if you really wanna. Alright, bots, bring stuff. I don't think I need 500 of these anymore. Oops. Guess I'm gonna get brought 500 of these. I'll just refill my vehicle. There we go. At least I have loaders. Okay. Almost finished with this. Just got to do the final, like, pipe logistics, some belt logistics, get the trains being brought in, and then we're done. Get the outputs. Well, yeah, I didn't say that the KI beacons are objectively the best. It's just if you're maxed on your beacons, you can use regular beacons. You can still use the regular beacons. That was my point I was trying to make, is that even at max you still have an alternative. Okay. So, I need rare metals and the raw Immersite as my solids. So, quest Immersite at Immersite crystals. That's a bit to type out, so I'll copy that. Our rare metals at Immersite crystals. Our sulfuric acid at, yes. Our hydrogen at Immersite crystals. What was the last fluid? Mineral water. Alrighty then. Bring me fluids. Mineral water. Hydrogen, which is coming from electrolysis of sand. And the raw Immersite. Yay. Oh god, Ugh. I need to do a thing. So remember what I said about 3 belts? Yeah, that sort of necessitates having to do a 4-to-3 belt balancer. Okay. Hydrogen. Mineral water. Aw. And sulfuric acid. Rare metals. And then three lines of Immersite ore. Oh boy. Okay. I'm not going to come back to it for quite some time, so I'm just going to deal with 30. What is the plan science per minute? Per minute? It makes you think we're in minute scale. We're not in minute scale. I will say that thus far, every single science that I have made 3 per second. So the plan will be to, at minimum, continue to make 3 per second of every single science, which I guess is 180 per minute of each science, thereabouts. So is this working? I need to bring in the stuffs on everything. Oh, how convenient that I actually left enough space. Whoops. Oh, you are off a tile. Okay, that's everything. I'm gonna throw it all into a box. Why? Because I don't feel like balancing it. Like that should just be the end all answer. It's like I just don't feel like it. That is my belt balancer. Just a giant chest warehouse. That is a belt balancer. What's the stack size for? 200. 200. Well, all right then. Take that. Take those. Supply, depot, full cargo, circuit condition, auto magic, define, Immersite, crystals. Voila! Does my fluid system cope with the flow of what? The inputs? Yes. Short answer, yes. I have production of 1,000 units of hydrogen. I have production of over 2,000 units of mineral water, and I have production of 1,000 units of sulfuric acid, which I'm pretty sure I'm fine. I have at least 1,000 units of sulfuric acid. In fact, I'm more worried about my rare metals than I am about any of the other inputs here. The limiting factor would be the rare metals, which I can scale. Which I'll just go scale if I need more. Which, frankly, I'll likely need more. Always more. More everything. Okay, I better have at least some laser facilities for the next build. Okay. So, next build needs liquid heat exchangers. I do have them. I need laser facilities. I need a lot, but I think because I only have like 14, I'm gonna beacon, or module. Why is this not moduled? Hello? Hello? Modules? Duh. Like, module the dang things. Give me crushers. They're here. Crushing. Crystal growers. Even with modules, you still need 50 of these. And I still have chem plants, right? Yes. Okay. That should be that. How many How many thingies do I need? More than 200. Ah, this is the first time that we're going to be cycling liquid lead coolant. So I will need to, you know, make liquid lead coolant from crushed lead. Just, you know, I'll need to make that. Matrix solver. What is that? Why? Okay, I was like, you should be telling me that this is 0. Yeah, and it does. I just needed a source of water. All right, let's go pick up some of my powder, crushed lead from way over here. Probably gonna just put a bunch in the train, in my train. A few slots available. Throughput is a potential issue. Definitely the number of artificial energy crystals that this will use is an issue. I should not be making 15. I should not be making 15. I should not be making 15. Let's be very clear about this. I will not make 15 of these high energy crystals. That many is not required under any circumstance whatsoever. I do not believe that many per second is required. It just makes some of the infrastructure faster, building some of the infrastructure faster. Ah, yes, glorious. All the things. Ah, technology. A-bombs. Let's go. Yeah, not at this time do I need 15. I need more like, 2. I think more realistically, 3. 3 is the far more realistic number here, but even so... Oh, right. Where's my artificial energy crystal factory? I have lost where I make those because I'm charging them here. They're being brought in by train because that's making the fuel for my trains. I have completely forgotten. Precisely where I am making the artificial energy crystals. These are regular energy crystals. It uses crystal growers, so... And I know I'm not making 60. Gosh, this is the first time I'm gonna have to, like, search through my train stations. Here. I have 10. I have 5 per second. That's about what I thought. So, 5 per second sort of means we're making 2. We're making 2. How much am I using here? One and a quarter. I will need to scale them, but I'm not doing that now. I'm going down here right now. So I can build out this train station and make existent high energy crystals so that I can then make existent AI cores, which that's going to need more nitric acid. Part of me is thinking I should have just made a nitric acid factory, but whatever. Do I even need 5 AI cores right now? No. I need existent AI cores. Not 5 of them, but I'll take what I get. I'll take what I can get. Like, I don't have the processing units to support everything that's currently using processing units. I'm making 5 processing units per second in grand total. More things tacked on my list of things I need to scale. Now, if it seems like we've been making quick progress over the last few streams, we have, because we are basically in that point of the game where the vast majority of stuff that we're making is a combination of stuff that we've already made. Vast majority. The clear exception right here, right? Clear exception right here where we are processing a new metal, we're doing a new ore refining process on the Immersite, but the number of new raw materials is very, very low at this phase of the game. The majority of the things we're making are compounded components of just stuff that we've already made, which makes the builds really easy because it's train station to bring in the ingredients, make the thing, put them on the thing. It's still that, but because we're not having to deal with going out and physically mining stuff anymore, it's wonderful. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Good thing I still only needed 3 of these. It goes by much, much, much faster when I don't have to worry about other stuffs. Okay, let's see here. So we need the Mex lithium. These are just HECs. Hex! They're hex! What was that last solid? Artificial. Yes, the artificial energy crystals. I'm gonna do the build first. 1. 1. One. Just 1, 1, 1. Seven. I'm actually moving a little bit too fast for precision placements. It's slightly frustrating because it feels like I'm skipping on stuffs. That's reprocessing. This is what I need. That is the arrangement. that I want. I need this for the seed. I'm gonna seed into a tank. Let's just make existent liquid lead coolant enough to make sure that these two buildings have enough to cycle into one of these guys. It needs water. Tasty water. And it's going to output, you know, the stuffs to cycle back. And then we have steam. This steam is 975 degrees C, but it is not going to be consistent. Like, we fill up on high energy crystals, we're not going to be making more of this steam, right? So that's where this wonderful thing called the fluid handling facility comes in. It converts it to water and then to nothing by just having two of them like that. I may need to move this. I may need to move this tile up. I actually didn't. I actually didn't need to do that. Perspective getting in my way. Input, input. And I think that's it. No, I need the input here. There. So please tell me that this is the... Oh, these are the same recipe. Yeah, we'll make that the mysterious energy crystals, and the bottom one, the lithium. Thingy? You know, it would help if you faced the correct direction. Alright, bring in mysterious energy crystals, bring in lithium, and bring in artificial energy crystals. You are still crafting liquid lead coolant. That is fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, just let it chew through the stack. And that is that. Holy God. Excuse me? I'm sorry, what? Oh. That is deeply disappointing. I was like, ooh, Gauss modules times 6. No, unfortunately, this is one of those recipes, one of a very few that doesn't allow Gauss modules for whatever reason. This is one of the very few, despite being a 248K recipe, that doesn't allow for Gauss modules, which is really, really weird. Like, it is extremely odd that it does not allow Gauss modules. To be completely clear. I have not forgotten about the turbochargers. I need to add those. Okay, you're good to go. Define the source priority. So thus far of the stuff that we've done today, I am now able to do ingot processing over here. I'm able to convert. I'm able to add a step into these processes, all 4 of these, that will make them more efficient, just by virtue of being able to make the ingot buildings now. So that's the thing that I plan on doing off screen. No bacon on builds yet? So my bacon is like I've used as much as I really can at the moment on my KI beacons. I'm not going to plan my factories around vanilla beacons. Likely also not around the K2 singularity beacons either. I'm going to be using the 248K beacons overall, and the majority of my beacons are being used between making green circuits at the moment. This is 240 green circuits per second off of that build, and they're also being used in uranium processing a bit, just in various locations. I'm not building around that quite yet. As nice as it would have been for this build, I need more tech. I need to get into the KI3 beacons. I'm actually going to just toss those into storage for the moment. And I'm going into these guys. So I'm going to need more atmospheric condensers. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Do I like the core system? It's fine. It's not expensive. Like, I'm okay with spending some stuff to maintain the beacons. It's really not expensive for each channel to have the KI2 and, well, the KI1 and 2 cores. KI3 cores, though, I'm going to need some efficiency, I think. Those are a little bit more expensive, but very, very powerful. But very, very powerful. Especially when you get like 18 modules worth of effects, halved, of course, to 9 on that KI3 beacon. Yeah, that'll be a thing, and that's only after tech upgrades as well, because initially you should be able to get the effects from 6, right? You get the effects from 6 initially on that KI3 beacon, so it becomes 3. And I was mistaken earlier. The KI2 beacon, this has 4 that it's outputting at a distribution efficiency of 0.5, so you get 2 full module effects out of this. Whereas the KI3 beacon, this will be 6 initially, but technology doubles that to 12 and then triple, quote unquote, which I'm assuming means 18. But for whatever reason, Hellmod says 20. I don't know why. It just thinks 20. I'm going to use beacon for this AI core step up here. I don't feel like using 58 buildings on that, so I will use some amount of bacon for that. That's too far. Hold up. Stop. Stop. So I need to go there. Oh yeah, I redid my blueprint, by the way, for the train station. Now it has the advanced radar as part of it, and it covers a little bit more. It covers a little bit more, so I don't have to place, I think, the straight segment anymore. I think I don't have to place the straight segment anymore. Pretty sure it fully covers, so I can just place an intersection down, and it should work fine. Oh, it's so nice moving this fast. The power of exoskeletons and portable nuclear reactors. Let's see. I will need hydrogen brought in. I will need basically to copy this. So I need 12. So copy that. There. 12 and 2 each. So there's one part of the build already done. And then I need, that's the rare metals. I need the 3 more solids. So 4 total solids. And hydrogen. And mineral water. Oh, that was one tile too high. Oh well. Okay. Grab that. There and there. And that is the train station. Glorious and beautiful. That is going to supply AI cores. Depot AI cores. And I guess then it's just, you know, that. Surrounded by a couple of beacons. So I have 18, I think, or 12. That's 12. 15, 14, 13, 12. There we go. That is all the beacon availability that I have. That remains. Better be good enough. I may need to place another thing down, and or make it smaller. So basically I can do, if I need another one, I can add another one. All right, just chewing through these completely unnecessary texts. Just taking them for the sake of taking them. Yeah, so I could have it like this, and they're both impacted by all 10 of these. So if I really need to, I can check. Power the everything. So one of these makes 1.84. One of you makes 3.59. So that means, or no, that makes 2.27, excuse me. So 2 times 2.27 is not quite enough. I am going to need 2 of these, and that is the arrangement I'm going to have. It's close enough, okay? I think 4.99 is close enough. Excuse me? Oh. What? Okay, then. I had more than I thought. So, oh, I don't need those. So, unfortunately, though, 21 is not enough. 22 is... I would need to, like, do this. I would need to do this. And have it surrounded by 23. And then share... I can't do this. I need 3 inputs and the output with the fluid. I mean, it's so close, but it does not work. You can see the reason it does not work there. You cannot adjust this inserter. If I had Bob's inserters, I could theoretically get away with this, but I cannot. So because of that, I will not do this way. I will have 2. They will be arranged that way. Oh, you know, that works. 5.42. Didn't that say 4.99? Oh. Was one of them just not assigned properly? Okay. Sure. Well, we'll have our 5 from 2. It's going to be a little bit difficult to do the logistics. I'm thinking. I'm going to put those there, or put those up there. I think that's probably going to be the easier solution here. Put those up there. That will allow me to do that. Doing this way is not particularly easy. No. That'll be the output. Well, it's a good thing it's only going to 2 things. It's a good thing you're only going to 2 buildings. This is not particularly scalable. But it is functional, and that is all that matters. That is the only thing which matters in the entire universe. Oh my god, it's already like 9 more minutes in the stream. Oh no. Oh no. What happened to the time? Excuse me, go that way. And you go out this way. I'm gonna have to go, like, fast. Zoom in. Because I am going to get optimization tech cards. I will get these tech cards. That is non-negotiable. We will be getting optimization tech cards. Ooh, just enough. You. Supply, depot, full cargo, circuit condition, auto magic. Okay. Have I named these properly? No. Request rare metals at AI cores, AICs. Request processing units at AICs, or AIC, whatever. Request Immersite crystals at AICs. Request HECs at AICs. Request mineral water at AICs. Request hydrogen at AICs. Start bringing it in. Request. Immersite crystal. There you are. Processing units. Rare metals. The rarest of rare. Okay. Connect. You. Connect. You. Connect. You. And that is that for the AI cores. I need to assign AI cores. Way down here. Yep, just add nitric acid. Just add rare metals for making the nitric acid out of ammonia. That's going in, and that is making AI cores. We have existent AI cores now, which, after all of that, back to the mall. We have, in fact, launched 18 rockets in grand total. I haven't watched a single freaking one of them. But we now have the ability, officially, to build these dang quantum computers. So that is the last thing, unfortunately, that we will get through today. As much as I wanted to start getting into like lithium and magnets, fusion tech, all of that, that is going to have to wait for next stream. Yes, bring me things. Bring me things, bots. Thank you. When you are faster than your bots. Okay. Alright, so that's the composite. This is going to be MAI cores. Bring me them thar AI cores. So, I need to add more. I need to add more station to my stations. I need to... Oh, right. Robots. Robot action. Go ahead. Build. Thanks. You do you. Give me stuff. Give me things. This needs to seriously bring me some AI cores. What is my stack size here? Oh, it's actually 400. Okay. I thought maybe AI cores would be a little bit different. No, they are not. They have that stack size 400, so we're gonna have to, like, tell it to book it and get over here. Because I really need to prioritize these. Okay, give me stuffs and things. Aw, I can't do it until they do the thing. I shouldn't really do it that way. That's going to use a whole bunch of bots, but oh well. Actually, we're going to take one of these. I don't think I've... Ooh, have I? I haven't done the thing. I have not done that thing. I need to do something different. I need to do something different. I need to make something. I need to make one of these. A few of these. Oh, I don't have red circuits. Well, let me tell you something. I know we have millions. We have millions of these things. So I need requester warehouse. You don't need to make that many. So one of these stations that I just made will be converted. Ooh, conversion. Yes. Glorious, beautiful conversion. So in this stop, I'm gonna change this. This is not going to be a requester stop anymore. Ooh boy. Oh no. This right here, this is going to be a requester station. And this, oh, this is going to be supplies. Yes, supply stations. You are going to bring me optimization tech cards. All of them. All of them. And this is going to be a supply station. I'm just going to call this depot optimization tech cards. I need fuel for the train. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, we now have our very first quantum computers getting built. We also have, like, singularity labs. Why is that not limited? Like, hello, I limited you. I know I did. These labs are what actually process optimization tech cards. Production, utility, optimization, matter, advanced, exotic, even KI2 and 3 technologies. These have 4 module slots. Bear that in mind. So I do need, like, infinity of both of these. I need a bunch of them, of both of these. Alright, now I can put the request in, and all I need now are blank tech cards here. So I can pretty much just do that anywhere. That was not the correct thing. That was not the correct thing. Hello and welcome to the end of the stream. I'm wrapping very, very shortly. Very, very shortly. There we go. That's accurate. Just need to make those, and then, yeah, huzzah. We are now making optimization tech cards. I need fuel from across the street. Ah, beautiful fuel over here. I'll just walk. I'm fast enough to just walk. Pick up some fuel. Hey, Ollie. Where you going? What you doing? Pretty boy. I just don't get hit. Don't get hit by a train! It's been good. I haven't gotten hit by a train quite yet. Okay. All of those tech cards that get made will end up in here. And now, that means all I have to do is set a locomotive there with stuffs, limit that, set that, set it to that at full cargo, and tell it to just sit there, and that's it, we're done. Not really, but we have to still assign the source priority for optimization tech cards. Get down. Get down, you. Hey. Get down. Don't bring my TV down. So now it will sit here until it's full, and then it will get assigned to anything that is requesting optimization tech cards. So the very last thing I can do, doesn't that not work properly? It should work fine. That is how... it should still wait for it to fill. TSM claims that it is compatible with thingies. It claims that layout is compatible. Ollie, get down. Get down. Down. Down, kitty. Down. It's something that I have not done and I am not experienced with, so I do not know exactly how it is supposed to be set up to work in this specific way. but it is supposed to be compatible in this specific way. Where is my science line? There. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place down these singularity labs like so at the end, because they don't use all the types of sciences. They use very specific sets. I need to add. Oh, you're kidding. All right then. Add that. These are now TCs at science. Now we'll find out. Optimization tech cards. The train is on its way. And we'll find out if it was full at the time. Because this still says full cargo inventory. And they assigned it, and it went. So it should have worked. It should work. We shall see. We shall find out. That looks like it was 200. And I can hold at the train to see if it will fill up. Now that's going to go down. These do not do the thing. I'm just going to watch this train at optimization tech cards. If this, like, stops, I don't know if I'll have the 200 science. No, it went. It did just go. Huh. I probably have to set circuit condition as well as full cargo, and I might have to set an and there. Oh. Hello, tech. How rude of you. That was so rude. Get out of my face for now. That was so excruciatingly rude. Because it takes you off of this screen. That did not do it. Alright, go back. I guess I have to do a wait. I guess you need a time passed. According to train supply manager's page, it still didn't do it. This is supposed to be something that you can absolutely do, and yet it doesn't work. Clearly. Unless it filled up, like, as soon as, like, instantaneously. Unless it is in fact full. Hold on. Get your rear end over here. Did you actually fill? No, you are empty. Well, that's something I'll have to figure out off screen. Like, worst case scenario, I have to add a depot, separate depot. Yeah, it's gonna just sit there for now. Yeah, worst case scenario, just gonna have to add a separate depot. Pop, pop, pop. Excuse me? Oh, there you go. Yes, you have the things. Yeah, I know that Train Supply Manager claims that you don't need it. You don't need to have that split set up. It's something that I have to look up again, look into the documentation of the thing. Because there is an old guide document, very old guide document. I'm just looking at the guide here. It tells you how to do it with like separate depot stop. But I know I have read among Train Supply Manager that the depot can be the supply, that the initial stop. I know I've read that before, that it can be, but it doesn't look like it. Super weird. Unless it's a thing that I have to define in the... Oh, that might be something. So in the Train Supply Manager GUI on the supply sourcing priorities, there are settings that we can change in here. But this is when it's emptying. I don't know, it's weird. Weird. I'm saving. This has been 9. I have the tech cards now. I will figure out. I'll probably just have to add a depot like over on the side, but whatever. It's fine. Is fine having to do that. I've got the optimization tech cards. We are launching rockets, even though I haven't actually shown a single one of the rockets launching over the course of the day today. They are launching. I know with 100% certainty that they are in fact launching. We've launched 20 total rockets between these two over the course of the day today. So, yeah, it's it happens occasionally. But yeah, over the course of the day today, we have set up what exactly? We set up military tech cards. We set up titanium metal composite. We set up Immersite crystals. We set up high energy crystals. And we have set up AI cores to make optimization tech cards. So really, we did Immersite rocket launches for optimization tech cards. We did mill science, and we've done a bit And we did a bit more. We did everything in the title. Oh, hey, rocket. Yes. Launch. Launch a rocket so we can end the stream. At least watching a rocket launch. They have they're both about to go. Here we go. Triple tank rocket launch. There it goes. There goes that rocket. And here goes this one. This silo rocket is going. Goodbye. Goodbye, rocket. I just want to be pretty clear that the amount of fire that's coming out of the ends of those rockets would vaporize all of the internals of these silos. It would vaporize the internals of these silos. Pretty sure. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be the stream for the day. That is the end. I am going to work on some of these niggling items, like the this thing. I'm gonna work on fixing that off screen. I'm going to work on some new scaling that I am able to do now that I have access to more betterer infrastructure. Yes, more and betterer infrastructure. It's absolutely glorious. We have more things like the ingot factories that I can work with now that are absolutely glorious things. And yeah, I'm gonna get techs. Like I can actually take worker robot speed. I can get worker robot speed 6. Hallelujah. We can get another 65% worker robot speed. The vast majority of the remaining technologies that I would be able to actually take right now are like mill techs, higher grade mill techs. Oh, look, mining productivity. I'll take that too. I'll take that. Oh god, we can go up to level 10. Ooh. Thank you, Infinite Technologies. I can get a bit more percentage bonuses on my mining productivity. Yeah, I guess that's where I'm going to dump tech into. Oh, there's this hydrogen refining too. Ooh. You. I'll take that. Oh, and then there's cargo size. Yes, I will. Infinite. Okay, I will take one of those, and then like probably one of those. Only one, maybe two. We shall see. Yeah, stuff and things. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Show, but if you have enjoyed today's stream, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting the great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushow. But if you're so inclined and able, I will be back on Thursday with more as we make our way towards Matter Tech cards next. I hope to see you all then.